Hi, I'm Zach Kassabaum, and I'm here with our Director of Stewardship and Advancement, Mark Powell. And we're excited that you're viewing in here, and we just want to share a little bit about the To God Be the Glory capital campaign. And there's been some exciting developments that's happened here recently. And so I just want to give Mark a chance to share with you. So can you share a little bit with us about the campaign and what it entails?
Sure. The capital campaign is essentially a 25,000 square foot multi-purpose center. It will include a wrestling space. It'll include space for our cheerleaders. It'll be a weight training conditioning facility area, and then all of our winter homes for all of our winter sports, and then also include 3 classrooms as the school continues to grow.
Fantastic. And as you mentioned, 3 classrooms. As you know, but many of our viewers may not know, that we've seen a steady growth here over the last 3 years, and we continue to grow with the addition of 3 kindergarten classrooms and 3 first grade classrooms. So kind of planning into the future. And also the last 3 capital campaigns really being focused on academics with the high school renovations and the new science and technology wing. So a neat opportunity here to impact co-curricular activities. How much has been raised to date, and what is our target for fundraising?
Dr. Kassabaum, God has really moved in some amazing ways. So the total campaign goal was $3.7 million, and to date, the Lord has provided $2 million of that goal. So about $1.7 million to go. So we're pushing up against 60% of it has already been raised.
Yeah, praise God. That's exciting. So once we can put a shovel in the ground, how long can we expect until completion?
Great question. Forecasting construction can be an interesting process, but normally the size of this facility would be about a year of construction time. Best case scenario would be 9 months. Worst case scenario with inclement weather and some maybe other challenges, 15 months.
Yeah. All right. And we have some exciting news in regard to a matching gift that's happened here in early December. Can you tell our viewers a little more about that?
Yeah. Very exciting news as far as the matching gift. Received earlier in this month a call from a school supporter that put a match in place for $450,000, good through the end of December. So December 31st, all gifts made from his phone call until then, and to date, the Lord has provided $300,000 of that $450 match in place. So it's been things have been moving quite nicely, actually.
You bet. And can you share just a little bit what exactly counts towards this matching gift?
It'll be all gifts and pledges made in the next until the end of the year, and the pledges can go out to 2, 3, sometimes even 4 years.
All right. If someone wants to find out more information about the project themselves, what should they do?
Lots of information out there. The best spot would be the Lincoln Christian website. We have a capital campaign location, so just jump on our website and you'll find all the information about the project. Or certainly you can contact me here at Lincoln Christian School. It's Mark.Powell at lincolnchristian.org, and I can share all information and updates on what's going on with the Shield Center.
Well, it's definitely an exciting time and a chance where we can impact 93% of our students that are involved in co-curricular activities throughout the school year. So if someone hears this and they know they have a chance to double their impact with this matching grant, how do they give? What should they do?
Yeah, they certainly give online. They can give, certainly contact us as far as with the phone, what have you. But I really think it's a game changer for our community, Zach, as far as our students as well as our, it'll impact the entire Lincoln Christian community. And I think it's something that we need to get done.
Yeah, and we always want to take each opportunity just first to praise God for what's happened, and also just to thank our supporters in the way that they're partnering with us and providing a faith-based, Christ-centered education at Lincoln Christian School. Thank you.
Thank you.
Halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Come we now our gay apparel, fa-la-la, fa-la-la, fa-la-la-la, troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, see the blazing Yule before us, fa-la-la-la-la, 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 la-la-la-la-la, follow me in merry measure, fa-la-la, 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 while I tell of Yuletide treasure.
All right, we are ready for basketball. It's the boys reserve team, the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, hosting the Bishop Neumann Cavaliers. I'm Keith Miles, joined today by Mark Powell here on the Crusader Sports Network. Fun to watch the younger kids play today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great way to move into the Christmas season with the young kids playing a little ball.
It'll be Christian Witt who's going to jump center to start the game, and Neumann controls it. And they'll come up court with number 30, that is Vec, Andrew Vec with it, guarded by Andrew Clough. Down in the corner to Schutt. And there's a three ball on the way and a hit, a basket by Trevor Sladkey.
Nice stroke on that shot.
So Lincoln Christian will play from behind. That's Marshbanks with it. Down in the corner. And Clef with it now. Tries to bounce it inside to Ehlers, but it's stolen by the Cavaliers. Outside, that is, I don't know who that is. That's 32. There's no 32 on the program.
Might be one of their varsity players.
Right, drive to the basket and a missed shot by number 52, Schutt, and a rebound to the Crusaders. Here comes Ehlers with it, and we got a kicked ball.
Looks like Neumann is that traditional 2-1-2 zone that they are known for.
Right, even though they don't have Mike Weiss as their head coach anymore. He retired.
He did after many years, and then before Mike was Killer Kane. If he was there for almost 600 wins, I think.
And there's a bucket and a foul by is that Witt who scored, I believe?
Yeah, it was Christian Witt going to the hole.
And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. And he converts, so we got a tie game.
Nice stroke on that free throw.
And Neumann looking inside. Crusaders looks like they're in the man defense.
Yeah, that's sort of their trademark, is that tough man-to-man.
And a pass inside and a basket.
Great lob over the top.
And that's Schutt who scores for Neumann. Down in the corner and inside to Witt. Tries to get it inside to Ehlers, knocked out of bounds. And coming in for Neumann is Jacob Summerfield. So Ehlers will inbounds from under the basket. Clef is open in the corner, and he hits a three. Nice shot from Andrew Clef. And the Crusaders, the Crusaders on top now, 6-5. Gives up his dribble, now passes off. Back outside to Vetch, guarded by Clef. Stops at the free throw line. And resets. And they tried to get it inside, pass up and over the head. And out of bounds, a turnover to Lincoln Christian. So it was kind of fun this week. We had a lot of junior high basketball here. The boys' junior high team basically had a 1-week season. Got 3 home games, so that was kind of fun.
Thankful those kids got to play. It's been an interesting year, hasn't it, Keith?
Yep, definitely. There's Photo, gives it over to Marshbanks in the corner. Ehlers gets inside for Marshbanks, and the ball out of bounds off Cade's hands, out of bounds to Neumann. Yeah, the way junior high winter sports works, the boys, basically their entire season happens in November and December, and so several weeks of that got wiped out. I guess they actually had a couple weeks of practice before the 3-week shutdown from the directed health measure, and then got to come back for a couple of weeks and played 3 games this week. There's a three-pointer made by number 20. That's Keaton Molly.
Great pass.
Inside to Witt, and he scores to tie the game.
Andrew Clough, boy, he's a quick little guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's played some pretty good defense out there.
He's out there guarding Molly now. They tried to get it inside. Witt had a chance for a steal, wasn't able to get it. That shot is too strong, and Witt's there for the rebound. Marshbanks in the corner. A little bit too long with the shot, but a nice rebound by Clef, and then a 3 on the way from Photo, another missed shot, and the rebound comes down to Lynch for Neumann. Yeah, talking a little bit about Mike Weiss, the former head varsity coach at Neumann. His son, I think his name's Trevor Weiss, he's the head coach at David City Aquinas of their boys team. He's in, I want to say he's in his 3rd season maybe, and so the last couple of years we've had a father-son duel on the court when they've played each other.
I would suspect that it won't be long before David City Aquinas is a pretty decent basketball school.
Yeah, obviously they're known for football and for wrestling as well. There's Marshbanks in the corner, and in and out. That was a good stroke. Had a good look at it, but it just didn't drop. And Witt gets a hand on it. There's a shot in the lane, tried to bank it in. Lynch misses. Witt rebounds. Ehlers brings it up the floor.
Good defense there by Christian and a good board. Hustling on those boards.
And now Marshbanks back outside. Clef. And now Photo with the fake and goes into the lane and puts one in. A little floater.
Yeah, great shot.
Photo's probably the shortest guy out there, but he didn't hesitate to drive the lane.
.52 spending plenty of time in the lane, and
yeah, that's Connor Schutt for Neumann.
Big kid.
Yeah, he's listed at 6'6". And Neumann takes a quick timeout. We got 2:15 to go in the game, in the quarter, I should say. It's 10-8, and during our breaks today and at halftime, you're going to hear about some exciting stuff with the capital campaign going on here.
Lord's moving in some really cool ways, Keith. It's been exciting to see what's happened the last couple weeks.
Yep, we are looking to build some new space for both activities and academics with the Shields Center, so we'll be talking about that throughout the day today. This is the first of 4 basketball games here on the Crusader Sports Network today. Better have some throat lozenges handy before the end of the day. I'm going to be talking a lot. Maybe you probably are saying too much, right? So I need to be quiet and let the action on the floor speak for itself. Out of the timeout, Neumann will have the ball.
Looks like Holden and Bigler checked in. So number 30, would that be Carter Holden?
Yes, right, yeah. And inside, and a good tip by Marshbanks, and gets it right to Bigler. Inside to Marshbanks. He's got good position, and he scores and is fouled, and he will have a chance. No, what did they say?
They called a travel, Keith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe slid that back foot. Coach Nunnally's waving that one off. I'm not sure if he thinks that was a travel or not, but good to see him here this morning.
In any event, Crusaders are up by 2, and Neumann with the ball. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. There's our mystery man, number 32. We'll see at halftime if we can find out his name. And a drive to the basket, and it'll go. It's a nice shot for Spitchka. Andrew Spitchka drives the lane, and did you catch that foul?
Yeah, I think it was on Ehlers. I think it was number 4.
Okay, so
I think that was
first
on
foul
bid.
on Ehlers. And Spitchka will have a chance for a three-point play, and he's got it. And it's 10-11. 10-11 now. The Cavaliers with the lead. Ehlers, nice move, fakes the going around the screen, then drives to the hole, but has a nice block there by Shutt. Out of bounds to Lincoln Christian. And that one's in and out. There's Shutt, drives, kicks back outside. And baseline now. And back out for Lynch, or Molly, I'm sorry. And there was a shot by Molly, and he hits it. Holen with it. Uses the screen. Steps through the defenders, misses the shot. Marshbank's there. And he'll go to the free throw line. And the foul goes on Spitchka.
Marshbank's really stretching out. You think he'd be as big as his brother?
He might. He might get there. Let's see. What do we got him listed at? We have him at 6'3" right now.
He's got a ways to go.
So it looks like we've got a photo for photo swap here. Jackson is out and Joel is in. And Marshbanks hits the second. Crusaders down by a deuce here in the last half minute of the first quarter. And that ball hits the Neumann player right in the face. It ends up in a turnover. And Ehlers goes through the lane and gets the basket, even though the Neumann defender got a hand on it before he went up with it.
Good defense by Joel Fuller there to create that fast break for us.
And down in the corner, and there's a three ball on the way, in and out at the buzzer. So we've got a tie game, 13 apiece after one.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Well, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Play it, boys.
All right, here we go. Second quarter. Lincoln Christian will start with the ball in the alternating possession. We're tied at 13 after one. Holen with it down in the corner. That's Bigler to Witt. Inside, photo, and good job to get it back outside as he was being pushed out of bounds. And then the ball goes through the hands and out, and a turnover to Neumann. Yeah, photo looked like he was kind of flying out of bounds there, and I don't know if that was all of his own doing, but in any event, turnover gives it back to Neumann, and they have a chance to take the lead. There's a 3-ball in the corner, in and out. Witt, good position, and he's got the rebound after the miss by Sladkey.
Nice strong board by Christian.
That's Marshbanks with it. Holen. It's Joel Photo trapped in the corner, but gets it back outside. And Marshbanks trapped in the other corner, but back outside to Bigler, and then a foul will go on number 30. That is Vec. And I believe just his first foul. 3 team fouls on Neumann.
That 2-1-2 is known for trapping in the corners, isn't it, Keith?
Right, yeah. And there's a little hesitation. The ball's on the floor, and they're going to end up with a foul on Photo. He picks up the foul, going to try to tie it up, but kind of landed on top of the Neumann player. Be 2 fouls on LCS. And Neumann will inbounds. Lobs inside for Sommerfeld. And there's Spitzka on the way, misses. Ball is batted up in the air, and Neumann with the offensive rebound, and another miss, and Carter Holen snags the rebound and looks to run. Now slows up. Bigler inside. Witt's got good position on the baseline. Whips it over in the corner to Photo, who's open for 3. Just a bit long, but Bigler gets the rebound. And Lincoln Christian will reset. Sometimes those missed 3-pointers, the rebound, it goes long as well and gives the offense a chance to get it back. Marshbanks steps around the defender and just misses. Boy, the Crusaders in both the first and second quarters, we've had a lot of near misses. We've had good position, good shots. They just haven't dropped.
Keith, they're doing a good job of getting to the rim and taking good shots, just not yet falling.
So we'll see. Coaches will hope that'll turn around for them here as the game goes on. And there's Bigler with a nice steal. Bounces over to Holen, and just a little bit too strong. Another time where we had great position, great shot, out of bounds to Neumann. It'll stay with Lincoln Christian.
Jake looked like his older brother Trayson on that fast break. That was just, 3-4 years ago, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah. And Jake is, let's see, he's a sophomore, right?
Yep. He is.
Over in the corner, that is number 44. That's Beeman, who's in the game for the first time. Tries to bounce it inside to Photo, but there's way too much traffic there, and Neumann ends up with the ball. Spitzka outside, and that leaves a shot there for Neumann. They missed, but they get an offensive rebound back to Molly. And he comes back outside. And they try to get it inside, and a great steal by Marshbanks goes up and intercepts that pass. Coach Earl might want to take a look at some film on him and see if we could make him a defensive back, right?
Absolutely.
Or a receiver. Yeah. And there is Marshbanks driving to the basket, and he is fouled by Spitzka.
They'll line him up, shoot 2 here.
Yeah, every time I see these tall, lanky guys on the basketball floor, I'm thinking they'd make great wide receivers for the football team.
Or even tight ends, you put a little meat on them.
Right, yeah. So we're over 3 minutes into the quarter, and that's the first point for either team. Marshbanks now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. And 3 for 4 as he hits both that time around, and the Crusaders are up by 2.
Kate's got a nice stroke on that free throw.
Looking inside for shot. And Photo reaches in and ties him up. Quick hands there.
Good defensive play.
And they try to get it into Shutt. They do, and he misses. So a good position and a good turnaround shot there, but that won't fall for Neumann. Beeman down in the corner, now back outside. Clef with it. Now back to to Photo and over to Beeman. And to Clef, cutting down the lane. Kicks it back out for Marshbanks for an open three. Misses, but Witt is there for the rebound. He'll try again, and he'll get it on the second try.
It's a good effort there, staying after that rebound.
And Shutt now drives, goes up, and he'll go to the free throw line. Are they going to get Witt or Photo? Let's see.
Look like Witt.
Yeah, I think they gave it to Witt.
Christian got that one.
3 team fouls on the Crusaders. And Shutt makes the first one. Yeah, the Cavalier boys team, uncharacteristically, they are 0-4 to start the season. I don't think you've ever seen a record like that for Neumann early in the year.
No, historically the basketball has been there, and they're usually pretty good in football too.
Right.
But, yeah.
But there's something in the water when it comes to basketball players in the city of Wahoo, because Neumann and Wahoo Public have always both been strong year in and year out.
Yeah, they've got some great coaches up there and some talent. They start young too.
Yep. Yeah, they got a good youth program. And the ball lost in the corner and stolen by the Cavaliers. And then Marshbanks gets a fingertip on it. But Neumann retains possession.
It's kind of disappointing not to see Noah Vedral play last night
Right.
in the game. He was on the top of that key, causing problems for us for,
Right.
I'm sure, all 4 years of high school.
Right, and then his younger brother Eli that just graduated, I think, last year maybe.
Where'd he go? Do you know, as far as school?
I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sure the Vedral family had mixed emotions about last night's game.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure Noah would have really liked to have played against us.
Right, sure, yeah. Shutt with it. Now back over to Sladke. Shot at the top of the key, and a three-pointer made by Vec.
Yeah, good-looking three by Vec.
And now Neumann back on top. They've scored the last 5. Beeman will try a three. That's just too long, and the rebound to Neumann. And we're quickly down to approaching 2 minutes left before halftime. Seemed like this quarter has gone particularly quick.
Yeah, not a lot of turnovers and not a lot of fouls. So that moves things along.
And a nice feed inside to Sean Lynch, and he scores.
That was a good pass by Shutt into the interior there.
So Neumann up by 3. In this quarter, the Crusaders had the first 4, and then Neumann has scored 7 in a row since then.
Good split there.
And a nice shot right from the free throw line, but he gets 2 points for that. That's Jackson Photo. And he's got 4 tonight. It's been a while since we've had a whistle. We got 3 Cavs that are waiting to come in, sitting on the bench, and 1 Crusader. Bigler waiting to come in. Shutt goes to the lane. A good, strong move, and he is fouled by Marshbanks.
He'll shoot 2. And they'll be able to get their subs in here.
And Shutt was 2 for 2 last time at the line. Misses that one. Just over a minute to go before halftime, and Shutt misses the second. That was partway down and back out, and Marshbanks with the rebound. Lincoln Christian can take the lead on this possession. Inside and now back outside, and Jackson Photo for 3, just misses. And Neumann tracks down the rebound in the corner. And Neumann takes a timeout. Interesting place for a timeout. Just 44 seconds to go before halftime, but they are going to talk it over. They have the lead. I want to see if they're going to set up maybe for a final shot here, try to hold the ball to the end of the quarter.
I would think that's probably the strategy in the huddle is to one shot.
So the other stuff today, we mentioned that throughout the day we'll be talking about our capital campaign. We're also going to have our preseason, even though the season's already started, some preseason interviews with our 2 head coaches before each game today. So before the girls varsity, we'll talk with Britt Ehlers, his first year as the Lincoln Christian girls coach, and then Gary Nunley in his 5th year as the LCS boys coach.
Keith, we're blessed with a couple of great coaches here. Lincoln Christian, thankful to have both of them.
And with Britt Ehlers, he's about 304 wins behind his predecessor, Nick Orduna, but I think both those guys are pretty adept at building character in their players.
Yeah, it was never about wins with Nick, and I bumped into him yesterday, and I said, "Are you missing basketball?" And he said, "A little bit," but he was thinking that he might enjoy the Christmas holiday and maybe slip out to Colorado, which never been able to do in the 20 seasons that he was here. And so,
and my recollection is his wedding anniversary falls between Christmas and New Year's, and it seems like almost every time in his wedding anniversary he's having to coach a game in a holiday tournament somewhere.
That is correct, Keith. I think December 29th or 30th, him and Casey, and I think they're pushing. They got to be pushing close to 30 years.
Wow.
So.
And that is number 20. That's Fisher who's in the game. Now Jackson Photo. Crusaders got plenty of time here. 15 seconds to go before half. And Clef, a nice runner. Oh, it won't go, but he ends up with the rebound. Goes back up, has it blocked, and Newman's got a chance for a last shot here. And they missed at the buzzer, but the Crusaders battle back. They were down by 3. They trail by 1 at halftime, 20-19. For halftime now, we're actually going to go give you some Christmas music from the school Christmas concerts that were posted this week. So take a look at that, and then we'll be back with our second half.
Goofy, talkative, shy, silly, playful. Every student is different. Some love to read, some love exploring made-up worlds, and others can't get enough time with their friends. But behind every student is a story based on likes and dislikes, topics that ignite excitement, and experiences that shape their young lives. At Lincoln Christian School, we think knowing the story of each student is an important part of what we do, because knowing their stories means we can instruct their hearts and minds and call them to academic excellence and spiritual growth. It means encouraging their strengths and helping them overcome challenges. It means directing their hearts toward the one who knows their story best and helping them understand how to live out the gospel each day. Our deepest desire is that our students would see and experience more of Christ through our school, whether they're learning their ABCs, reading their first book, testing hypotheses, or applying for college. We believe the best thing we can do for our students is to help them understand how their story fits into God's story. We want Lincoln Christian to be a place where students feel known by teachers, faculty, staff, classmates, and by the God who loves and cares for their hearts. Because it's about more than just school and more than an excellent education. It's about a story, their story, our story, and His story.
go. Third quarter, the Crusaders down by 1. They'll have the ball to start. It's 20-19. Crusaders, again, we talked about that in the first half. They had some good looks at the basket. The shots weren't falling, so maybe we'll see a reversal on that here in the second half. Bigler gets it inside to Witt. Witt had 7 to lead Lincoln Christian in the first half. Marshbanks back outside. And Marshbanks with just 3 points, and they were all free throws. So if we can get him turned loose here in the second half. And he's got a chance for a 3 from the corner, and he's got it. So right on cue, hits his first field goal.
Sweet stroke from the corner from Cade.
Sladkey over in the corner. Inbounds to Neumann. Game's been back and forth. It was tied at the end of the first quarter. Crusaders led early in the second, then Neumann came back, led late, and by 1 at half. Outside, that's Sladkey with it to Spitzka. And McGuigan bounces inside. Shutt tries to go up and around on Witt, but then bounce pass, a nice bounce pass and a good shot there. A bank shot by Spitzka to tie the game, I should say, for Neumann.
Good job of the Cavaliers getting that ball in that low post and exploiting the inside of that lane area.
Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Inside to Witt. Just misses, leaves it a little bit short, and the rebound to Spitzka. Don't forget, we got more basketball later today at 2 o'clock. It'll be the boys JV game between Lincoln Christian and Fremont Bergen, and then follow that up with girls and boys varsity. And a 3 from the top of the key, and Shutt hits it. So the 6'6" guy can get out and hit threes too.
It was a great stroke.
And Neumann back up by 3, and great job by the Crusaders to get out of that trap, but then Coach Graz calls a quick timeout. First of the game for the Crusaders, and it's 25-22. Neumann in the lead. So Lincoln Christian, again, 3 games with 3 games on the air, actually 4 games with the Bergen Knights this afternoon. Girls JV will be going on in the elementary gym, so we won't have a chance to stream that one. The boys game here in the high school gym, and then the varsity games. And the Bergen Knights varsity teams both off to great starts. The boys are 4-0, and the girls are 4-1. And coming into the preseason, boys were not rated, but the girls were rated. They are in class. It's either C2 or D1. They were D1 in volleyball. They may be C2, I believe, in basketball. But they've had strong programs for a number of years, especially on the girls' side.
Yeah, didn't we meet Bergen in the final? Our last state championship was against Bergen in 2011.
Oh, the boys. Yeah,
on
the boys' side, right? Yeah. Yep, that's right. And that one came down to the wire. Bergen trailed by 3 and had a chance for a 3-pointer at the buzzer, but weren't able to convert, and the Crusaders hung on for the win. Witt back outside, over to Bigler, and back to Marshbanks. And a nice bounce pass into Marshbanks, but he has it blocked by Spitzka. So good position for Aaron Spitzka, and he's got the block. Ball out of bounds, and it is a turnover back to Neumann. So I just got a text from Eric Allgood at Strive saying he's checking the stream out today and looking good, and glad we're covering reserve basketball on a Saturday morning. Strive has had a ton of business here this fall, with a lot of schools not being able to allow many fans to sporting events. They've got some new schools that are now streaming their games, so great opportunity for them and a great opportunity for high school sports fans to be able to see a lot of basketball and football and volleyball, of course, in the fall.
Strive's a huge blessing, Keith, especially, you know, so many fans can't get to the gym and watch these games, and this opportunity to see kids and grandkids still play.
Yep. And Photo will try a three. Jackson Photo misses, but Bigler there for the rebound, and he is fouled as he tries to go back up with it.
Good hustle there by Jake to get to the board and rewarded with a couple shots here.
Jake Bigler, a sophomore. He's on the floor right now with Witt, Ehlers, Marshbanks, and Jackson Photo. And now we got subs coming in. Joel Photo will come in, and Carter Holen as well. Had a chance to watch Carter's younger brother. I think it's his younger brother, right? Is it Tanner? Is that right? Who was in junior high, on the junior high team this week when we had some junior high games.
That kid never stopped smiling.
That shot's in and out, and the rebound comes down to Neumann. Quickly up ahead. Over in the corner, McGuigan with it, back outside. And there's a three on the way, and that one is in and out. Rebound, and Holen tried to save it by trying to bounce it off the Neumann player, but apparently was unsuccessful. Or no, now they reversed the call. It will go to Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, I think Carter did get it off of the Neumann player.
Well, that's what it looked like, but they first whistled that it would stay on that end, but now it's going to go this way. It was interesting. The Holens, I now know why these guys are such good athletes. It's not necessarily their dad. It's their mom, Steph, right? She's one of the new but not new assistants for the Lincoln Christian girls team. She was an assistant for Coach O way back in the early 2000s, and now she's joined Britt Ehlers' staff as an assistant. Photo trap, but he gets it back outside to Ehlers. Inside for Witt. Good position. Witt under the basket. He can't convert, but he will go to the free throw line. That foul is going to go on McGuigan.
Both Todd and Steph were good athletes in their day. And then Todd played a little football for Hastings Adams Central, and then I think he played a little basketball as well.
Yeah, I don't mean to diss his abilities at all, but Witt with the first free throw, and that gives him 8 now in the game. Crusaders went a long time without scoring there. Marshbanks hit a three to start the second half early on, and that's the first point since then. And the second one down as well. So Lincoln Christian back within one, and going to be a push down on the baseline. Who are they going to give that to?
Looks like they gave it to Christian.
No, I think Photo. I think it was 22. It looked like he signaled, yeah. And the loose ball, who can get there first? It's Photo. Boy, he's quick, and he lays it in. And that's Jackson Photo, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Both Jackson and Joel are really good soccer players. They've competed at some of the highest levels all over the country. You can see that speed.
And Christian with 4 in a row, and that puts LCS back on top. Short with that free throw. It'll stay a 1-point game. Over in the corner, back outside to Vec. McGuigan. Now Vec brings it back out. Sladkey with it. Top of the key, Sommerfeld misses. Holen with the rebound. Inside, Witt, good position, but can't finish.
Great pass in there by Ben.
Ball tipped out of bounds. He'll stay with Neumann.
Christian will get those to go down here soon.
Photo back outside. Holen. Shut guarding Holen. Shut's got a few inches on him.
Yeah, there's a lot of length on the top of that zone.
And Photo too long with the three-pointer. And then he does have a steal. And Holen can't finish. And then we got a foul on the Crusaders. So that looked pretty promising, and then all of a sudden it's going to go back to Neumann, and the foul goes on Carter Holen. We're going to have to pay Herb Schrader a little more money to be the PA announcer at all these reserve and JV games so we can keep up on fouls and things like that. And a block. They're going to say a blocking foul, but it looked like Photo went up and got the ball, but that'll be a two-shot foul on Jackson Photo, and going to the line, Andrew Vec will try to give Neumann the lead.
First one's good. Keith, any idea how long Herb's been the announcer here at school?
I don't. It's been, and of course that's been one of the many jobs he's had. He was, I believe, the first boys basketball coach we had here, right? And I believe he told me at one point that he also coached volleyball.
He was our first basketball coach. Oh, trying to get a sub in. First basketball coach and first wrestling coach.
Oh, wow. And those happen at the same time of the year, and he was doing both, huh?
I think the wrestling program followed the basketball.
Okay.
So
okay. So he wasn't coaching both at the same time.
I don't think so, but Herb and Pam would be able to tell us if we.
You know, I think I do remember him talking about wrestling at one point, and I want to say the first year they had wrestling, he only had like 2 or 3 guys that were out for wrestling. Back outside, Bigler tries to get it inside to Beeman, and ball on the floor. It'll end up with the LCS. And it's too bad. Marshbanks was wide open from outside the arc there, but they just didn't see him. Now he's kind of floated over in this corner. They can get the ball around to him. And then it's going to go through Bigler's hands out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers. They're up by 1.
I'm guessing Alex would like to have had that one back.
And Newman's going to bring in a sub here. Shutt will come out.
Looks like James Hines.
And Spichka will throw it in. McGuigan with it. Beeman with good defense. Now Spichka with it. Goes up and around the defender. Good move, but he misses. Ends up with his own rebound. And that shot looked like that might have been tipped by somebody on the Crusader defense, and Lincoln Christian comes down with it. Marshbanks tries to go all the way, has it blocked by Spitzka, though. Good defense, and here comes Neumann the other way. And that ball tipped by LCS out of bounds to Neumann. Last half minute of the third quarter. During our quarter break, we'll hear from the esteemed Dr. Kassebaum and Mr. Powell as they'll talk a little more about our capital campaign, To God Be the Glory. So hang on for that. Good defense by Marshbanks. He stood his ground there, didn't commit the foul, and Lincoln Christian chance to take the lead.
See if they hold for one here with less than 30 seconds.
No, Photo's going to fire it. He was open, just a bit long with it, and now Neumann will have a chance for the last shot. Crusaders want to play good, tough defense without a foul here and not let him have an easy shot. And there's McGuigan tries a 3. Marshbanks with the rebound at the buzzer. So the Crusaders down by 1. We'll be back with the fourth in just a bit.
Hi, I'm Zach Kassebaum, the superintendent at Lincoln Christian School. And I'm here just to share with you exciting things that are taking place at our school. We've launched the To God Be the Glory campaign, which includes adding 25,000 square feet to our school, 3 classrooms, and ultimately a Shills multi-purpose facility that will include a weight room, a basketball court, volleyball courts, place for our cheerleaders, and all kinds of indoor activities. We currently have 93% of our students that are involved in co-curricular activities, so it's truly a chance to impact almost all of our students. Right now, we're at an exciting point where we've been given a matching grant, and I'll turn you over to Mark Powell, our Director of Stewardship and Advancement, to share more.
Crusader Nation, we've got a match in place here at the end of the year. It's $450,000 match, and to date, the Lord's provided $300,000 of that match. So we'd like to garner all of that. So to get involved, reach out to myself here at Lincoln Christian School or on our website, school website, and pull up Capital Campaign, and you can learn all about this exciting project.
Here we go. It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter, just a 1-point game. Bishop Neumann with the lead, 27-26. The reserve team wrapping up. I think you're wrapping up. You don't have any more games yet before Christmas, do you? Yep. So then they'll be back in action after the first of the year. We'll have some more boys and girls reserve games here on the Crusader Sports Network, trying to get as many things on as we can because of limited attendance protocol, at least for right now with COVID. Be interesting to see what happens. It's still several months away, but what happens when we get to the state tournaments this year and whether they'll be allowing visitor or fans for that.
I sure hope so, Keith. I mean,
that's McGuigan hits a three there. Yeah, that would be a shame to not have fans. Of course, that happened last year. They limited fans.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like state tournament last March, did it? No bands and
right.
Just.
And that foul goes on Holland, so he picks up his second. 4 team fouls on Lincoln Christian, 3 on the Cavs, and they've got the ball in their biggest lead. They're up by 4. Matter of fact, I think that's the biggest lead for either team today, 4 points. Crusaders had a 4-point lead in the first half. McGuigan guarded by Ehlers. And Clef with the steal. Oh, and he misses the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line. Boy, once again, those shots are just not dropping for Lincoln Christian.
And that's Andrew Clough's second steal and drove all the way for a layup. So he's gotten to the line twice with these.
Good stroke there. He's got the first. And that's 4 points on the game. Crusaders, hopefully they can, Marshbanks and Ehlers as well. Ben Ehlers just 2 points tonight. Want to get him loose, or this morning I should say. Misses the second, and Spitzke ends up with the rebound. So Neumann with the ball and a 3-point lead. And Ehlers goes for the steal, doesn't get it, inside to Spitzke. And back outside. McGuigan tries another 3, long rebound, and Clef has got it. He's got another chance for a layup. And this time he converts. And we're back to a 1-point game.
Andrew's like instant offense, isn't he?
Yeah. Now Spitzke drives, stops.
Uh-oh.
Ball on the floor, and now out of bounds. They're going to say it'll stay with Neumann. Oh. And I think Marshbanks kind of let it go, thinking that it was off of the Cavaliers, but they say Bishop Neumann will keep it.
You got Schiff coming back in for that length. Or Schutt, excuse
me.
Schutt,
yeah. They get it inside to Sladkey, or outside, I should say, to Sladkey. Now McGuigan guarded by Ehlers. That's Beck with it, resets. And Ehlers gets a hand on it, and they're going to call travel. So give credit to Ben Ehlers to force that turnover.
Yeah, good hustle over there, right in front of the Cavalier bench.
So the Cavs just 4 subs on the team, and the Crusaders are missing a few guys as well. They've just got 5 subs suited up today. Got an injury or 2, and hopefully they'll be back full strength after Christmas. Neumann turned it up a notch with the defense. Photo misses the 3, ball on the floor, still on the floor, and then picked up by Schutt. And Photo catches up to him, but Schutt ends up with the layup.
Good take there.
And Photo trapped out in the corner by the timeline, but gets it out of there. And Ehlers will launch a 3, leaves it short.
little short there for Ben, but good take.
Vec with it. Guarded by Clef over in the corner. Slacky kicks it outside. McGuigan steps inside, goes baseline back outside, and that is number 30. That's Vec, who was open, missed the shot, and then Ehlers loses it. And I'd say a good job there by Bigler to avoid giving up an easy basket.
Yeah, I got over there and helped out and stopped the easy two.
That'll send Aaron Spitzka to the line. Cavs with a 3-point lead. Misses the first. Joel Photo will come in and Clef will go to the bench. So you got Photo and
Marshbanks.
Oh, and it looks like Bigler maybe. I wonder if he got hit in the nose on that. He's maybe got a bloody nose there, so he's going to come out, and Beeman is back in. So you got Beeman, Photo, Marshbanks, and Ehlers on the floor.
Looks like Steph, the trainer's taking care of Jake over there.
And now we're checking to see if we've got any blood on the floor. It looks like we might. So
yeah, she's putting the gloves on. And
the trainer's job is every year is there's a little more responsibility there. I think as we get more and more careful, which we should be with things like blood and other things like that. Concussions, obviously, you got to be very careful about that if there's a suspected concussion and what you deal with there.
They're a huge blessing to our school, Keith. They're an amazing amount of hours that they're here and all the different activities. And here she is on a Saturday morning, supporting our kids.
Right.
The folks at LOC do a really nice job of, that would be Lincoln Orthopedic, of supporting schools and with the trainers.
And, of course, they're one of our corporate sponsors as well. Appreciate the support of all of our sponsors. It really helps the activities program and lots of things here at school that benefit from those sponsors.
Yeah, it's they definitely help pay the bills for sure.
And Spitzka makes the second. So now it's a 4-point game. Neumann matches their largest lead. Crusaders have got 4:45 to do something here. Marshbanks. Now Ehlers, good move, and gets the ball to go.
Yeah, good drive and take for Ben there on the baseline.
Yeah, looked like he was going to go left around the screen, then cut back to the right and had an open lane to the basket. And there's a steal by Jackson Photo. And he is pushed, misses the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line. Goes down a little hard, but those guys are, you say soccer is their primary sport?
Yeah, they came up through the ranks. Their dad coached them. He's over there on the scorer's table. But they've played soccer at some of the highest levels. Mm-hmm. And
well, they've got quickness and toughness. And the first free throw is good.
And a pretty good stroke there on that free throw.
So number 32 hits the 32nd point for the Crusaders, and he can tie the ball game here with the second if he makes it. That one is a bit short, and Neumann with the rebound, but Ehlers, and they're going to call him for a foul as he tried to reach in and knock that ball away. 2 fouls on Ehlers, and that'll be 6 team fouls, so the Cavs would be in the bonus after this. 5 on Bishop Neumann. Crusaders had hit that 3 by Marshbanks early in the second half, had the lead, but since then, Neumann's had the lead most of the way here in the second half. Lincoln Christian keeping it close, though. Sladkey up and over Ehlers, misses. Offensive rebound by Schutt, and he misses. And then out of bounds, they're going to say Lincoln Christian has the ball. Clef will come back in. Bigler will come back in as well. Crusader boys team, the varsity, they will be done before the break after today. But the girls team, they have a game at Omaha Skutt next Tuesday night. So that's a new addition on the schedule.
That'll be a good test.
Yeah.
Scott's Class B, and they've had some success over the years in basketball, particularly football and wrestling.
And volleyball. They've won 6
yeah.
straight volleyball championships, and they've got a couple of girls, including Lindsay Krause, who's their all-everything volleyball player. She went out for basketball this year. She's never played basketball before, but she's about 6'5" and adds some height and athleticism for them for sure. So that'll be a test for the Crusader girls Tuesday night at Skutt in Omaha. And if you want to watch that game, it's going to cost you. And they use the NFHS network, so you can get a subscription for, I think, $9 or $10 and watch that game. Turnover gives it back to Neumann, so the Crusaders foiled again on the chance to take the lead.
That's one of the nice things about Strive is there's no cost, isn't it, Keith?
Right, yeah. Yeah, there have been times when I've been kind of surfing Strive, if I'm home on a Friday night or something, and just check out lots of different games if Lincoln Christian's not playing. I need multiple devices so I can watch multiple games at once, which I actually have done a few times. I had 3 or 4 going back one night during football season, I think.
That sounds like a lot of basketball, Keith.
Right.
You might need another hobby.
Yeah, my wife would probably say the same thing. So again, Lincoln Christian a chance to take the lead. Ehlers will launch a 3. That one's too long, and it goes right into the hands of Lynch. And now we got a timeout by the Neumann Cavaliers. Actually, yeah, I was watching football, and it happened to be the last night of the regular season, and our game got canceled with Nebraska City. So we weren't playing that night, and there were a lot of games going on that were going to affect, seeding and so forth for the playoffs. So I was watching those, and a lot of them, really impacted the Crusaders seeding. I think we jumped up about 3 spots by what happened in other games that night. Right. Neumann was playing at Syracuse, and that was a crazy game. Syracuse had only won, I think, 1 game all year. Neumann was headed to the playoffs, but 1 or 2 games. Maybe Syracuse had won 2, and if Syracuse won, that would boost our points. And Syracuse scored I'm trying to remember how that went. Neumann scored late, took the lead. Then Syracuse came down, scored with a little over a minute to go, and took the lead back. Neumann came back, and Syracuse intercepted the pass in the end zone with like 10 seconds to go to hang on for the win. So, again, that was before Strive and things like that. You'd had to read about that in the paper the next day. You wouldn't be able to watch it unless you were at the game.
Right.
And, of course, a great experience for our kids to host our first ever home football playoff game when Lincoln Christian and Gothenburg did battle back a month and a half ago.
That was a great night to be able to host our very first home football game.
And that foul, I think they gave that one to, I want to say Marshbanks maybe. That'd be just 2 on him, but it will be 1-1 for Neumann. And Sladke makes the first, so that extends the lead. Sladke hit a 3 in the first period, but hasn't scored since then. And misses the second, but an offensive rebound. And Neumann will reset now with a 2-point lead and approaching 2 minutes to go in the game. Now McGuigan. And Ehlers with a hand on it, but McGuigan reels it back in. And they get it inside to Spitzka, and he finishes.
Great pass by Schutt there into the interior.
Spitzka's in double figures now. He's got 10. Bigler trapped down in the corner, tries to get it into Marshbanks, and that one was fraught with danger. You could see when he was trying to force it in there were a lot of Neumann hands there.
Neumann had a pretty good trap on Jake down there in the corner.
Klepp calling for it in the corner, and Marshbanks gets it inside instead. Misses, but he'll go to the free throw line. So big free throws coming up for Cade Marshbanks. And that's also 16 fouls on the Cavs, so Crusaders will be in the bonus as well the rest of the way. But Marshbanks with 2 right now, and that one uses all the rim but rolls in. 7 for Marshbanks this morning. I don't know what time it is. He's got both. No windows in here, so I can't even really tell what it's like outside. That's Beck with it. Spitzka, but guarded by Marshbanks. McGuigan by Ehlers, now shut, and a kicked ball. So foiled by the kicked ball rule there. We would have had a steal, but they call it, if it bounces off the foot of a defender, it's a kicked ball, and it'll stay with Neumann.
Looked like Clough was ready for a little layup on the other end. He was already releasing.
Sladkey brings it back out. See if Neumann tries to take the air out of the ball here with just a 2-point lead. And they're just kind of running a little bit of a weave out there. Not really a true weave, but trying to run some clock here as we go under a minute.
Yeah.
And Ehlers, oh my gosh, he almost had a steal, but ends up with a foul instead.
Good aggressive play by Ben.
Right.
Right idea.
And again, even though he ended up with the foul, probably a good thing to do because you got to get the ball back at some point here and hope that Spitzka misses his free throws. We'll wait and see. He went 1 for 2 the last time up. He's perfect on that one. He's got 11. And a timeout called. So Lincoln Christian down 3 with 51 seconds to go.
Looks like a 30-second timeout.
So we'll be back again after this game's over. We'll take a break, but then be back on the air about, about 10 till 2 this afternoon before the boys JV game, Fremont Bergen and Lincoln Christian doing battle. And we'll have that for you, and then the varsity games coming up after that. Now the Crusaders, then the varsity teams will play in the Waverly Holiday Tournament on the 29th and 30th. And I think I heard that our first round games are against Norris, and then the other 2 teams in that tournament are Waverly and South Sioux City.
So we'll see Norris twice potentially this year again. It's
right, and that's and they're good on both sides, both boys and girls. Their girls team rated number 1 in Class B, and I think their boys are rated 3rd or 4th. So they've got some good weapons. Spitzka will try to extend this to a 2-possession game. He is short, and Ehlers snags the rebound. Crusaders could tie with a 3. Don't necessarily need that now, but you definitely want to score on this possession.
Got a lot of speed on the floor, so.
And Ehlers back into Bigler. Kicks it back out. Marshbanks is open. Top of the key. Just misses, and the rebound comes down to Schutt. So now the Crusaders are going to have to foul. Clef will see what he can do on defense. And the timeout called.
No, they got the foul.
Oh, no, they did get the foul. Okay.
Got it on Andrew.
So that will send Vec to the free throw line. One and one. And that does make it a 2-possession game now. Vec has 6. And perfect.
Good looking free throws.
Yeah, not the right guy to foul there for Lincoln Christian for sure. Coach Graz will call a timeout. It's 39-34, and this turns out to be the biggest lead of the game by either team. And for Neumann, just 20 seconds to go, and they are close to a victory, but the Crusaders will see what they can do on that. So again, at halftime you had a chance to see some of the Christmas programs this year. Again, unfortunately in this year of 2020, things have to be virtual, but it was a great opportunity. I think you used Storyhook, right, to come in and film the videos for our Christmas programs.
We did. Eric Miller and his team, they're, again, another huge blessing to our school and do great work. And we've used them in a variety of capacities, but the preschool, kindergarten, elementary, and high school concerts all live streamed, and I think he helped out with 2 of the 3.
Mm-hmm. And we'll show clips throughout the day today from some of the songs from those concerts, but you can watch the full concerts if you'd like. You just go to lincolnchristian.org/2020Christmas, and all 3 of those are posted there. You can watch on demand. So that's a great opportunity. We've got some fantastic musicians throughout the school here.
Incredibly strong music program.
Oh, and there's a foul on the inbounds pass. Photo bobbled it a bit, and then Sladkey stole it. Photo fouls, and Sladkey will go to the free throw line. And this will be the double bonus now. And he misses the first. Still a 5-point game. So I guess even if he makes the second, it's still just a 2-possession game, but the Crusaders just 18 seconds to work with. And he misses the second, so here comes Ehlers. Gonna need a quick shot here. And Clef fakes the defender. Ehlers with the rebound, and that's gonna be a jump ball. It'll stay with the Crusaders. 7.5 seconds. Again, got to have a quick shot, a bucket and a steal. Clef is open. Well, I thought he was going to take it quickly. Now he fires up, misses. Ehlers tries to go back up, misses. And the clock is going to run out. Good battle by both teams. Neumann took control in that 4th quarter, and they get the 5-point win.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls and not a lot of violations, turnovers. Both teams played well. It was I ran into the officials at halftime, and they said that they were really enjoying officiating this game. It was a nice, clean game, getting up and down the floor, so both teams played well.
All right, great. So that's our first game of our quadruple header. I guess that's a word, right? Quadruple header. We got 3 more to go. Join us for our triple header with the Bergen Knights, 2 o'clock this afternoon. The boys JV tune in about 1:50 Central Time, and we'll have it here on the Crusader Sports Network. For Mark Powell, I'm Keith Miles.
Keith, just want to give a little shout out to my grandkids at home making.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Little Christmas cookies. So Shalom, Zephaniah. Grandpa says love you and Merry Christmas.
And save some for you when you get home, right?
Yeah, don't eat all the cookies now, guys.
All right, well, have a Merry Christmas if you're not coming back to join us today, but we hope you are. More basketball coming up this afternoon on the Crusader Sports Network.